Hello World Wide Web, I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality of this hair, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Going off and trying to see how things change when you actually treat Natsuki like a human being edition. So far, I think everything's still going to be terrible because I'm pretty sure there's one ending, and it's not one of those visual novels where changing things early on really changes things in the long run. But either way, it's still interesting to see exactly what the other options were doing for us. So, with that in mind, we just tell Natsuki that we are going to have her over to our place over the weekend. Well, not over the weekend, but one day on the weekend for baking. So, on that note, I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She might actually kill me. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is there a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait! It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but kinda saw that one coming. Not putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her on the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said and the fact that I know what's gonna happen, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like I've done in the past. As I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself, and I'm going to skip the fuck out of this because we've already seen it, unless I get to a point where we haven't seen it. That sad scene with Sayori, even not reading it and just clicking through is like, oh god, the piano music. Anyway, I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. So, hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, oh my gosh, it feels so awkward already. It's gonna be long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies, but it's actually full of hydrochloric acid. Holy shit! Well, I don't want to come all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good! Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school, after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen, woman. Hey! What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, ERWIN? Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk! Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. It's how you use it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not in school. Are we going to get started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun. Just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a child. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it! I didn't say anything! I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate, too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. They're in jail. How would you know that, anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross! Hey, was that on me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. Well, it's kind of shooting him down and calling him, like, just saying that you think that the things he likes is disturbing, and you're gonna call the police later. You generally don't react to that in a way like, yeah, I can see that. I understand where you're coming from. I should be incarcerated. That's... Finally found your weakness, ERWIN. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please, spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back, you bitch! But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess! We didn't even do anything, we just threw shit around! What's wrong with us? Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so you've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. ERWIN, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course! I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all! Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's 1,000,000 times more worth it in the end, if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions, and me just being like, "Ow! Cupcake! I wonder if I can make Natsuki, proud like that. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you're messing with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. That's tough. Icing's usually a lot thicker than batter, isn't it? Also, I had to throw out my whisk. Fucking terrible. I need to get a new whisk. I love whisks, but being in a small town and having only really cheap and shitty options around you, I bought a whisk because it was like the only fucking whisk I could find stocked anywhere at Walmart. Fucking thing had a little metal its wires were all coalesced together at the end and it had a little metal handle over it that slid and was fucked up. Everything was kind of loose. I made rice-a-roni the other day. San Fernando treat. Fucking like, made it like, ha. There we go. Mixed it all together with the whisk, because the whisk is a lot better at mixing than, like, anything else. So, I'm eating it. Next thing I know, boom! Fucking little fucking metal rod. Check under that little slidey handle, where it coalesced, it all fucking corroded from being put in the dishwasher a couple of times. And the little fucking metal rods on the end broke the fuck off, and because that's how you mix like that, some of them fell into the fucking rice-a-roni, making for a very dangerous dinner for myself and my fiancé. And I was like, holy shit, put that down, don't eat any more. This isn't going to work because fucking whisk. And I threw that whisk away, and I need to get a new whisk. But I'm not going to get it from fucking Walmart this time. I'm going to have to go on fucking line, go on the Amazons, look for a high-quality whisk, a expensive whisk, or maybe just a fucking whisk that's coated in, like, what's that fucking, like, nylon? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, those little fucking plasticky rubbery whisks. At least that's not gonna fucking corrode and snap off and possibly, if ingested, stab through your intestinal lining and kill you. Anyway, I got off on a little bit of a tangent there. Jesus, Erwin, stay focused. Icing's still all lumpy. Yeah, he's got a whisk. Are you even trying? I assume this man's never whisked before, so he doesn't know just how much effort you gotta put into it. Enough to snap a corroded fucking metal rod. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Not if you're doing it right, dipshit. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it! After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved! Yeah, that's what you do. You don't fucking stir it around like a dipshit. Like Natsuki says, you beat the crap out of it! See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Yeah, stick a finger in the icing and pop it into her mouth. Jesus, Erwin, what the fuck? Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? No, I whisked it! I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next! I'd like to see you try. She then beats the crap out of me. Credits roll, Erwin's dead. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling on me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn, and the icing is on the floor, and I suck, and everything's ruined! Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's still a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek, and it looks like it's Sakura icing, like bleh bleh. It got in her eye, too. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with a finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face and shove it into my pants. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well and tackle her to the floor. Oh god, that's what you did. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. It's a good thing she got a smile, because if she didn't, this would be a terrible situation. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that for me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get the reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it into my mouth, licking off the icing. Ah! What? Okay, now this is what I was talking about. This kind of look here. This is where things get a little, like, the strong, the worried look on the face. This is a bad. This is bad. This is bad right here. ERWIN, stop! Stop, ERWIN! I was trying to do good by Natsuki, and look at the situation she's in. It's not a good one. Did you seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. ERWIN, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right? ... There's very few things I do know, Natsuki. How to be a dick is what I'm best at. What kind of question is she asking me just like that? You dumbass! You don't know! You don't know shit! How did the moon turn to this so quickly? You pinned it to the wall and stuck her fingers in your mouth. And were like... Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? It's because you're allergic to that icing. Or the food coloring. It was probably red 40. You got an allergy. You're gonna puke on her now. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off! Natsuki rushes over to the oven! Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder! You left a dirty tray in there, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes! Jeez! Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. That's not how they work. It's gonna keep going for like 5 years. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. Pin it to the wall again and start licking her fingers. ERWIN, fucking stop it! I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. I still don't even know how to whisk. I'm not beating the crap out of it, I'm just stirring. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? Oh, that's my private one.
I shouldn't be in that bag.
I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes over the patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever.
Huh. I see. Happy birthday.
ERWIN, stop it!
It gives me an idea, actually.
Eh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make more a literature theme by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. I got this idea when me and Yuri were doing that with little pieces of paper, though. I had no idea why we had paper. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like.
Oh. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea,
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute!
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Eh? Did you say something?
No, nothing! Let's just do the icing!
Natsuki picks up the paste, and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before. Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for the manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish you would listen to me, would you? The way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back on the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out. I guess. ERWIN, stop being a dick. Just like that. Natsuki is already about to leave, and just like that, I say, fuck it! I'm going to leave this video here, because my throat hurts, and I think I got 20 minutes worth of new stuff in there, and yeah. Anyway, that was the Doki Doki Literature Clubifications, and cupcake making was a little interesting. Still had a similar theme with the whole words on everything. We got words on the little pieces of paper. We got words on the cupcakes. I'm gonna get the fuck cake. That's what I'm gonna get. Fuck this shit. Don't kill me. You know, stuff like that. And determination. So, until next time.